As you note, both Ms. Sue and Ms. Schneider have been before the committee before. Ms. Sue, you've had the opportunity now, this I think is your third because you were also before EPW. And my concern is, as I have expressed to you in private conversation, that based on the records of the previous hearings as well as our meeting, I do have serious reservations about not only what I perceive is your lack of knowledge on Western lands issues, but also your unfamiliarity with Alaska's most pressing issues and our unique governing statutes. And I know that some would look at that and say, well, that's pretty parochial, but when you put in context that over 70% of the national wildlife refuge system in this country and 2/3 of our national park system is located in one state, in the state of Alaska, it's not parochial. It is the confines of this job that you are being nominated to. So when you indicated in our meeting that you weren't prepared to discuss any of my state's issues in detail, that concerned me. Now, I also have to express dissatisfaction with your answers to many of the questions that I submitted for the record at our last hearing. So I am eager today to hear your candid views on development of the Arctic Coastal Plain, the life-saving road that I'm seeking for King Cove, the potential use of Land and Water Conservation Fund to address our maintenance backlog, the role of hunting and fishing within our refuges and preserves, subsistence reform in Alaska, which is a key issue right now, and tribal self-governance. I would also like to generally address the leadership of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. I believe quite firmly that the agency is going in the wrong direction. I think it's lost sight of its responsibility to the American people. And this problem is perhaps most recently highlighted by the service's role in the fundamentally flawed review process and rejection of the life-saving King Cove Road, but it's not limited to just that single decision. My view is that the service is not considering the impact of its decisions on people across our country. This is a troubling direction for the agency, and I think that the agency needs to be turned around. Ms. Schneider, I note that you have received a bipartisan letter from several members of the committee. I do hope that you're familiar with the IG report and that it centers on and are ready then to answer questions about the issues that were raised within it. I also need to mention Shell's disappointing announcement last week to cancel its exploratory drilling program in the Chukchi Sea this summer. The decision is based on a Ninth Circuit ruling that the EIS for lease sale 193 is deficient, but also because there is no regulatory certainty or permitting predictability for Arctic development. So I would like a firm commitment from you, from the administration, that you support the development of the oil and gas resources off of Alaska's coast, and will work hard to ensure that Shell can move forward in 2015 and that development can occur in the future. So, Mr. Chairman, I will have questions along those lines, but hopefully it will allow both Ms. Sue and Ms. Schneider to address some of those issues in this rehearing. And again, I appreciate the willingness of both of you to be here this morning and your willingness to step up. Thank you.